Yeah? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is Thursday, October 28th, and we are moving right along in the week. This week, the numbers are looking fantastic. This is Conscious Crypto. My name is MC Medina, and every single day, I'm giving you the latest, the greatest, and the most cutting edge in global DeFi news, and that's the global decentralized finance news. Let's go ahead and get straight into the Twitch chat. I was about to say the Twatch chat, but it's not the Twatch, it's the Twitch. And every day here on Conscious Crypto, I start off by lighting a little bit of Palo Santo and lighting a little bit of sage, because this is a very intentional program. Our intention today is to gain more financial literacy, and our intention today is also to allow this gain in our financial literacy to translate over into financial sovereignty. Yesterday we did a live stream here during the weekly Wednesday night mindfulness meditation and sound activation. Every Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m. we're doing mindfulness meditation and sound activation here on Casa de Prana TV, exclusively for our Twitch brothers and sisters. All right, guys, let's dive right in. After yesterday, everything was down across the board. Today, things are looking considerably better. We got Bitcoin up at $59807. That's right, folks, $59,807. And that means we are up 1.97 in the last 24 hours. Next, going down the line, we've got Ethereum cracking right back up. It's at $4,164. And that's a positive 5.14%. XRP is up 3.89%, and Doge is up 23.06% in the last 24 hours. Let's go into some of our toppest gainers. We've got Miss Gaia Electra behind the scenes. Y'all leave a thumbs up, put a peace sign in the chat. Let's show some love to Miss Gaia Electra, helping out behind the scenes and making sure everything is running smoothly with the audio and the video. We've got some new batteries in our mouse here, and I'm gonna see if I can set up this little situation through the system preferences. Yeah, leave your chats, inquiries, questions. I definitely want to know, what are your top 3 coins? That's what I want to know. Oh, these batteries, they both go the same way. That's why. All right, guys, give me a second. Hang in there. Looks like we got the mouse up and running now. All right, and again, I want to remind our brothers and sisters, every song that you hear on the show is part of an instrumental album that I created called the Instrumentals LP, and we have got a mouse ready to go, guys. We are good. All right, let's dive right into the biggest gainers for today. The top gainers in the last 24 hours, we've got Dogecoin towards the top. At number 2 with the positive 24.74%, we've got Loop Ring LRC is up 32.96%. Assemble Protocol going back up after yesterday's dip at 17.38. Cody is up at 16.83. Alchemy Pay, Krill, Polygon, Decentraland, Rary Governance, Engine Coin, PlayDAP are all up more than 10%. Well, PlayDAP is at 9%. Then we got Harmony up 7.94. The Binance coin is up 7.07. We've got Anchor up 6 in the last 24 hours, and the Crypto.com coin is up 6.27. Ethereum is up 5.40, like we mentioned earlier, and XRP is up, 4.31. Man, the allergies are really something today. All right. So everything across the board looks like it's going up. We've got 1 inch at a positive 7,355.49% in the amount of views that it's gotten. And 1 inch is a new platform. It's a wallet and an exchange. All right, let's see what we've got here for the latest and the greatest in DeFi news from all around the world. Now, this story came in 7 hours ago. The Wharton accepts crypto payments for blockchain program tuition fees. The six-week program costs $3,800, and the Ivy League University expects to attract thousands of students each year. Crypto adoption scores another win with the Ivy League University of Pennsylvania. But there's a catch. The Wharton School of the premier business schools in the United States is going to be accepting Bitcoin and other forms of cryptocurrency for their tuition fees, Bloomberg reported. However, the adoption is limited to its new online blockchain and digital assets program scheduled to start in January. Titled Economics of Blockchain and Digital Assets, the 6-week program costs $3,800, and the university expects to attract thousands of students each year. The Wharton School will use Coinbase Commerce, the e-commerce platform in the United States-based crypto exchange, to accept crypto payments. Wharton is currently offering an introductory class to crypto and blockchain via the online education platform Coursera, which is part of a more extensive course about financial technologies, or FinTech. The business school made news earlier this year when it received a generous $5 million gift in Bitcoin. An anonymous benefactor gifted $5 million, roughly translated to 118 Bitcoins, in May. The Wharton School reportedly exchanged the donation to fiat immediately, which would be worth more than $7 million at the time. As we reported, the World Economic Forum recently partnered with the Blockchain and Digital Asset Project at the Wharton School, led by Professor Kevin Werbach. The project aims to address the business regulatory aspects of distributed ledger technology. Oh man, this is great news. So the Wharton School is going to be offering the economics of blockchain and digital assets. And that's an education platform called Coursera, covering everything FinTech. Anyone who studied Bitcoin ends up investing in it. According to Scaramucci, that is the truth. Understanding that Bitcoin inevitably leads to growing adoption, according to Skybridge Capital CEO Anthony Scaramucci. Now, we covered that story. I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. Let's keep on moving here. We covered actor Matt Damon setting up or partnering up with Crypto.com in regards to his planetary endeavor to bring clean water to places that otherwise would not be able to afford it or even get their hands on clean water. So let's get into the story with Matt Damon. The actor said that the platform shares his commitment to empowering people around the globe with the tools needed to take control of their futures. All right, and we're going to take a quick break right here for some alkaline water and yerba mate tea. Oh man, it's so good. Very refreshing. All right, the actor said that Crypto.com, Matt Damon says that Crypto.com shares in their commitment to empowering people around the globe with the tools needed to take control of their future. Now, cryptocurrency exchange Crypto.com is rolling out a new ad featuring Hollywood star Matt Damon, which it plans to introduce to customers worldwide. The fortune favors the brave ad starring Matt Damon amid a digital landscape of historic figures, including the Wright brothers and Sir Edmund Hillary, is aimed at reaching a global audience of potential crypto users and investors. According to Crypto.com, the ad will appear on billboards and in television spots around the world and will be included in its portfolio of partnerships with major sports franchises and organizations. The announcement comes with the same week Crypto.com donated $1 million to water.org, a clean water initiative co-founded by Damon and Gary White in 2009. The actor said that the platform shares his commitment to empowering people around the globe. Damon is a winner of an Academy Award and 2 Global Globes, is arguably one of the biggest celebrities to throw his name behind a cryptocurrency exchange. Cointelegraph reported in September that almost half of Americans in a survey of 2,200 people said that they would consider investing in a digital asset if it were endorsed by a celebrity. Singer Mariah Carey announced on October 19th that she would be partnering with crypto exchange Gemini to boost Bitcoin adoption. Celebrities in crypto in 2020, blockchain cities, Bitcoin newbies, and Twitter trolling. That's another related story. Now, founded in 2016, Crypto.com has quickly emerged as one of the fastest growing platforms in the digital asset space. The exchange started by offering customers a crypto-focused Visa card that pays out rewards for staking its native Crypto.com coin, the CRO coin. Most recently, the company expanded its insurance program to cover up to $750 million for its 10 million users, reflecting heightened consumer protection standards. So Crypto.com and Matt Damon continuing to move forward. And we've got to check out the Fortune Favors the Brave ad. If you guys have already seen the ad, please leave a comment below. I want to know. Let's hop back into the chats, you guys. What should we go into next? Should we get into adoption news or should we get into DeFi news? Let's do this! Exclamation point. All right, hopping in the chat. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to host, if you're watching us on Twitch right now, please do us a favor and host the channel. Then we're going to share some links here. So what do we want to get into next? We want to get into DeFi news. Do we want to get into adoption news? You guys let me know how you are feeling in the comments below. Now, the next segment is going to be brought to you by Inca's Shoes. We're planting some trees and decorating our feet with some fresh sneakers. Now, all of these sneakers are handmade by artisans around the world. These particular ones come from Peru. So they're handmade by the zapateros in Peru, or what we're calling the buen zapateros. Incas was founded on the principles of fair trade and global philanthropy. That means that the shoes are crafted with respect for the environment and the people who make them. When Incas was founded in 2012, they partnered with skilled artisan shoemakers in Peru to create the first classic sneakers using authentic Peruvian textiles, as you can see here. As they honor the roots in Peru with the brand name, we have expanded to work around the world with highly skilled and ethical partners to develop a product line with epic textiles. Get 15% off of your total purchase, plus an extra 10%, plus an extra $10 discount by using the link that I have below. And we're going to be planting some trees. Every single time a pair of shoes is bought, a tree gets planted, all right? So 37 million miles driven by the average vehicle, or 1,675 gallons of gasoline, or 16,500,000 pounds of coal burned, or 1 billion 9 million numbers of iPhones charged. Check out the math. There's roughly 2,500 trees per 1 acre in the forest, and we are offsetting with the trees that we planted. We've offset more than 15,000 metric tons of CO2. So visit the link below, get your 15% discount, and get your $10 off. Going into the next story here, and let's look at the chats. Are y'all wanting DeFi news or adoption news? I mean, we're doing DeFi all across the board, but do we want to get into adoption, NFTs? You guys leave your comments below so that way we can move forward on that. And going back to the main page here, the breaking Facebook news, and this came in 18 minutes ago at 2 o'clock by Sam Borgi. Breaking news, Facebook rebrands to Meta as focuses expand beyond social media. The name change reflects Facebook's growing ambitions beyond online social media, a medium it helped build over the past 2 decades. Facebook Inc. announced Thursday that it has changed its company name to Meta, marking the first major rebrand for the social media giant. The name change which reflects the company's growing ambition beyond social media, was unveiled by CEO Mark Zuckerberg at the Facebook's Connect conference. An accompanying news release laid out the company's vision for creating a metaverse that connects online social experiences and the physical world. Facebook Connect is an annual conference that brings together virtual reality developers, content creators, and marketers. This year's event is heavily focused on the metaverse concept, which has proliferated thanks to the blockchain technology. And we're going to have more breaking news when it comes to Facebook's rebrand as Meta. Hopefully throughout the show, maybe before the end of the program, we'll be able to report more on what Facebook is planning to do with the Meta rebrand. Coinbase regains the number 1 position on the Apple App Store as Crypto.com jumps to 3rd. Interesting. Let's see. Voyager Digital announces a $75 million strategic investment from Alameda Research. Voyager Digital. We've also got some more news here. Bitcoin holding rate reaches 9-month high, boosting hopes of bull flag rally to $70,000. Indian government is reportedly considering regulating crypto as a commodity. All right, let's get into some adoption news, some global adoption news. This story came in 2 hours ago by Mr. Turner Wright, saying that the Indian government is reportedly considering to regulate crypto as a commodity. Officials from India's finance ministry said any potential law on cryptocurrencies would likely come around the time of the government submitting the union budget of India in February. The Indian government may be looking to establish a legal framework for crypto-based digital currencies as assets as early as February. According to a Tuesday report from the Indian news outlet Business Today, officials with the country's finance ministry said that the potential legal framework would treat cryptocurrencies closer to commodities than currencies. If this legislation comes to fruition, it would represent a different approach than an outright ban on digital assets in the country, which some Indian lawmakers have reportedly been considering. The officials added, any law on cryptocurrencies in the country would likely come around the time that the government submits the union budget of India on February 1st, in time to take effect before the next fiscal year. They added they were engaging with the Reserve Bank of India, or the RBI, to work out the details of any crypto legal framework. Labeling crypto as an asset under Indian law would likely have tax implications for retail investors and exchanges in the country. The tax department of India was reportedly looking at taxing crypto earnings through the trades and exchanges, but no decision has seemingly been reached from anyone in government at the time of publication. Proposed crypto ban legislation reportedly under the review by India's government. With a population of roughly 1.4 billion, India choosing to establish a concrete legal framework for cryptocurrencies would likely make significant ripples throughout the cryptocurrency space. The government has largely not taken a firm position on regulating digital currencies since overturning a blanket ban from the RBI in March. Since that time, multiple reports have circulated that the cite sources within the government suggesting the country's parliament is backing down from creating a new law banning crypto trading in India, and also looking at alternative solutions to regulate the digital assets. So what we have here, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, is all around the world, governments are figuring out what is the best way to regulate crypto. How do we make sure that that the people of their country are not using crypto for crimes against humanity, like child trafficking or kidnapping or different ransoms? Paying the ransoms. All right, let's get some more yerba mate tea in and look for some more on what the latest and the greatest is here with the decentralized news here, decentralized finance news. All right, Lisa Gibbons sent this story in about 3 hours ago. We're going to get into the latest in NFT news right now. An NFT is a non-fungible token. And what the heck does that even mean, right? NFT, they're verifiably unique representations of digital and physical goods. Each NFT generally differs in its makeup and therefore likely differs in value as well. In the physical world, US dollars are fungible. No value is forfeited if a person trades any given paper US dollar for a different paper US dollar. On the other hand, something such as artwork is generally non-fungible. The Mona Lisa is not of equal value to the persistence of memory, as both artworks are unique, deriving value as such. Okay, so we're going to get into the latest and greatest in the NFT news. The story came in 3 hours ago. One of the biggest concerns in the NFT space is facing right now, one of the biggest concerns that the NFT space is facing right now is copyright protection and replication in art. All right, now more than ever, the crypto industry is seeing an influx of creators interested in minting non-fungible tokens or NFTs and collecting them across various marketplaces. With this surge of enthusiasm for the industry comes a unique opportunity, but also increased security risk, scam hunters, and technical challenges. Pastel Networks is addressing this issue head on with advanced duplication detection as secure storage solutions. Since a near duplicate NFT detection protocol powered by the Pastel blockchain quantifies rarities of NFTs and proves authenticity. Cascade, Pastel's distributed storage protocol, offers permanent storage and redundancy to make sure that creators' works or collectors' portfolios will never be lost. As more creators make the switch to digital mediums, it is critical that the NFT is protected from scams and theft, as well as stored properly with no chance of loss. Creators are seeking a safe way to sell their collections, and collectors are seeking a more secure way to buy NFTs from reputable artists. How does the creator guarantee the value of the NFT? The Pastel Network has developed a unique solution to provide an extra layer of assurance to collectors that guarantees the NFT is not a ripoff or a fake. Using the Pastel NFT fingerprint mechanism, creators can ensure the authenticity of their original NFT is maintained, while Pastel verifies the authenticity and provenance using the creator's digital signatures, like all NFT systems in use. It goes much further and assesses how rare the underlying pixel patterns of the NFT's data are. If the value is largely a function of rareness, then this additional layer of authentication will result in more prudent assessments for NFT creators. After all, if another artist makes a similar NFT in the future, they will still be able to register, but it won't achieve anything close to the rareness score of the original NFT. Protection against fraud, scams, and theft. Copyright is an issue with the NFT space. That's not going away. Sense is designed to provide enhanced protection for the creator and the collector by assessing the relative rareness of a given NFT against near duplicates. Using deep learning models and innovative statistical techniques, the Pastel Network transforms each NFT into a fixed list of over 10,000 numbers, the NFT fingerprint vector. It then assesses the correlation between a given fingerprint and the database of all existing fingerprints on Pastel's platform. Other NFT marketplaces like Rarible, OpenSea, and open databases on the entire internet like Google, and outputs a relative rareness score between 0 and 100. All right, we're sharing that link there. Okay, by leveraging computer vision, Sense recognizes the most subtle and minute similarities between two digital collectibles. Even if one has been slightly transformed in a way that emulates human intuition, traditional digital fingerprints and duplicate checks, such as a perceptual hash, do allow users to verify that an NFT was created by a particular creator. But this is a very weak form of rareness. All right, this robust layer of validation and protection for an original NFT deters the listing of fake artworks and duplications. Supernodes, or supercomputers, running high-powered software on the network, perform the various calculations, and they keep a database of all the fingerprints. While Sense benefits users of Pastel's platform, it can also be used by third-party applications or marketplaces like those on Ethereum via a lightweight, easy-to-use API. We have been working in stealth for years, developing our native, purpose-built blockchain and refining our Sense protocol after having identified scams and fraud as critical issues and gating factors in the space, says co-founder Anthony Georgiades. We are thrilled to implement this as a core feature in our platform while inviting other layer 1 and layer 2 projects in the space to take advantage of this lightweight protocol as its seamless integrability, so that they can offer their users the confidence and security extended by our technology, he says. Redefining permanent NFT storage in the world of NFTs, the digital asset will often be stored in the cloud on a centralized server or as part of the IPFS directory. This third-party provider may demand increased fees or require ongoing payments to maintain the storage. There is also a lack of control over the asset in the long term, given levels of centralization. This leaves the creator highly vulnerable to the loss of the data, and we have seen various rug pulls over technical complications as a result. The Pastel network is addressing this issue with their fully decentralized permanent storage solution, Cascade. Cascade is an entirely decentralized storage protocol based on the advanced technologies of RaptorQ, a fountain block algorithm, and Kademlia. I'm not too sure what that is, but hopefully we're going to learn more, ladies and gentlemen. The NFT data is broken up into random chunks that are redundantly copied and distributed to each super node on the network. Advanced storage challenges ensure that every super node is always storing the right data, and the level of redundancy and decentralization projects against loss during network outages. Users only have to pay once for registering and storing the NFT on the network forever, so there is no concern over ongoing maintenance fees. The technology ensures that the underlying digital asset itself is uploaded, verified, and stored on Pastel rather than just the token or smart contract with which it is minted. Through a series of smart tickets living on the Pastel network, creators are able to store their masterpieces in a distributed fashion that is tightly coupled and indelible from the NFT itself. Again, with the disclaimer, Conscious Crypto, MC Medina, Casa de Prana, and Twitch.tv does not endorse any content or product. While we aim in providing you with all the important information that we can possibly obtain, all of our watchers and listeners should do their own research before taking any actions related to any of these companies. So again, this is not financial advice. This is just me, MC Medina, sharing you guys some of the latest and the greatest news in global DeFi developments. And this is me just sharing my personal story and things that have worked for me in the past. And I know it's going to work for you as well. We've had the mindfulness meditation last night, and we had a few house guests that came in for the meditation, and obviously they left their donation. But before leaving, we were able to stop everything and sort of tune in to what our visitors know about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And it seems like the adoption rate is continuing to go up. We've got people moving money from one platform to another and finding out that the decentralized approach to crypto seems to be the most empowering. Okay, let's get into Thailand's tourism authority. And this next segment is brought to you by Divine Garments. 100% sustainable and organic cotton is what makes this shirt that I have on right now, which is available on lovemedina.com/garments. The intention of sourcing only the most eco-friendly fabrics from all over the world inspires a progressive, romantic, and a contemporary look known for premium high-end quality and undivided attention to detail. Now, because Divine Garments is manifesting at the pinnacle of humanity's existence, ancient Asanoha patterns like what you see here, sacred geometry, and other esoteric symbolisms is what deeply inspires every design. And with a Green Planet business approach, creative branding, and supporting local nonprofit organizations, these things confirm that Divine Garments is soon to be one of the world's most desirable fashion houses. And also, if you go to lovemedina.com, you can purchase items with crypto. So message me either on the platforms or leave your comments below. If you use Crypto20, that's right, capital CRYPTO, Crypto20 is what's going to get you 20% off of anything that says Divine Garments on lovemedina.com/garments. So I hope you enjoy that, brothers and sisters, friends and family, boys and girls. Let's get into Thailand's tourism. The proposed TAT coin will enable tourism operators to cash in on the popularity of cryptocurrencies. Okay, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, that's called the TAT. The TAT is considering its own utility token to capitalize on the growing popularity of cryptocurrencies. Named after the agency's acronym, the plan to launch TAT coin will have to navigate through Thailand's complex legal framework and regulations before coming to life. The Bangkok Post reported on Wednesday that the TAT is in discussion with the Stock Exchange of Thailand regarding its ambitions and how the transfer of value can be achieved without introducing the speculative aspects of trading. The TAT coin, quote, would involve the transfer of vouchers into digital tokens that could help operators gain greater liquidity, according to the report. Yuthasak Supasorn, the governor of TAT, said that he values the potential that technologies like cryptocurrencies have to offer, and he believes that it is a great opportunity for the Thai tourism industry to boost competitiveness in the short term by attracting cryptocurrency holders. Quote, we have to prepare digital infrastructure and digital literacy to our tourism operators in order to commence Crypt Tourism, as the traditional business model might not be able to keep up with the new changes. So they're coining a new term here, no pun intended, Crypt Tourism. I've never heard of that. I want to learn more about that. If you've ever heard about Crypt Tourism, please leave it in the comments below. I want to know, where did you hear it from? Where did you hear it from first? Because I've never heard it before, and I think this is another Conscious Crypto moment. Crypt Tourism. We're giving it to you first here on Conscious Crypto. The TAT's long-term ambitions would see it partner with local BitCub exchange to develop a tourism platform featuring TAT coin and possibly non-fungible tokens or NFTs. Although Thailand is among the first countries in Southeast Asia to enact cryptocurrency legislations, NFTs are not yet legal. How weird is that? Thailand's central bank outlines safeguards for a future retail CBDC. All right, let's learn more. It's pretty interesting that the NFTs are not yet legal. let's see. On Monday, the Thai government announced that it would waive quarantine for vaccinated travelers in Bangkok and 9 other provinces from November 1st onward in hopes to revive the economy, which has been one of the slowest in East Asia and the Pacific to recover from the pandemic, which is really interesting. I remember growing up, Thailand being one of the global destinations that a group of my buddies was really interested in visiting because of the exchange rate in Bangkok and in Thailand. I remember my buddies saying that they wanted to go travel there because they would bring, let's say, $200 in cash and be able to survive for 3 weeks to a month simply on $200. And we're talking about room, board, food, tourist attractions. So the exchange rate in Thailand seems to be quite promising when you're traveling from the United States to Thailand. And because of the pandemic, obviously Thailand's tourism rate has diminished. And hopefully by getting rid of these quarantine and vaccine obligations and regulations, they're going to open up their doors again. The Thai economy will likely require a long time to rebound owing to delay in foreign tourism returns, said Kiatipang Ariyaprucha, senior country economist of the World Bank for Thailand. You guys give me a hand right there. I just blew through that first and last name like I had already read it before, and no, I have not. So please leave your comments and thumbs up below for that one. Kiatipang Ariyaprucha. There it is, one more time. Just to prove to you guys that I can do this. All right, the World Bank released a report on Tuesday further cutting Thailand's economic growth forecast in 2021, bringing it down to 1%. As reported, crypto assets offer an alternative solution to transform government services and to promote economic growth within the region. So what we're seeing is Thailand doing everything they can just to hang in there from the big hit that they've had in tourism. All right, let's see what else do we have in the latest and the greatest in the decentralized finance news. Is Bitcoin price mimicking the 2017 bull run? Let me know if you guys are interested in learning more about that. And here's why analysts say that Bitcoin ETFs may completely change the structure of the market. Let's see, what else do we have here? Crypto City Guide to New York. Bitconomy raises $11.5 million through CoinList token sale. Bitcoin holders only halfway to selling Bitcoin after the new 500,000 price prediction. What in the world? All right, guys. You know I got to give it to you just the way you like it. We're on for a strong hour every single weekday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time, giving it to you for an hour hard. This next story came in 6 hours ago by William Suberg. Bitcoin holders only halfway to selling Bitcoin after the new 500,000 price prediction. All right, this next segment is brought to you by Oregon Vortex. Okay, go to Oregon Vortex so you can get your Orgonite pendant, also Orgonite charging plates, Orgonite pyramids. And Orgonite is essentially works the same way that a pink Himalayan salt lamp would work in regards to transforming positive ions into negative ions. Okay, if you go to OregonVortex.com, do all the shopping you want, you're going to save 10% with the discount code, all caps, Medina Love 10. Okay, so go to OregonVortex.com or hit the bit.ly link that we have there and save 10% with the code MedinaLove10 for Oregon Vortex. It's custom and exclusive pendants, low EMF, reducing devices, and a whole lot more. All right, let's dive right in. Rodel adds to the indicators, demanding much more upside for Bitcoin price action before the macro top sets in. Let's see here. Bitcoin investors will resist selling their coins for a lot longer, and the bull run will continue, new analysts argues. In a Twitter debate on October 28th, data analyst Mitch Klee delivered fresh evidence that the current bull run is only 50% complete. What in the world? Oh my gosh. Let's dive right in. All right, using the realized HODL ratio, or the RHODL indicator created by the popular analyst Philip Swift, Klee showed that Bitcoin is still far from the classic top signals that it gave at the height of the previous bull markets. RODL is based on the well-known HODL waves tool, and its increasing size conforms to bull market gathering pace. Both then top out at once. RODL ratio shows seller exhaustion, and we are only halfway there, he said as part of a Twitter comment. As reported, RODL is far from alone in calling for an extended end to the bull run. Other sources include Bitcoin stock to flow model creator Plan B, who believes that Bitcoin has a good 6 months left before a turning point hits. Bitcoin price top must, quote, be high enough to wow. Klee was responding to Pete Rizzo, the editor at major exchange Kraken. Bitcoin price dip matches October 2017 with Bitcoin explosion still forecast before 2022. In a recent episode of the Best Business Show, a podcast hosted by Anthony Pompliano, Rizzo called cycle price tops a psychological attacks on Bitcoiners. If Bitcoin wants to create a top, it's going to have to convince some of the never sell Bitcoin bulls to give up some Bitcoin, he said. I'm confident in the Bitcoin's technology's ability to coax sellers back into the market, and the price at which it does so will likely be higher than we can posit currently because it's an attack on us. Rizzo casually mentioned new compliance figures ranging from 300,000 to 500,000, high enough to really wow. So there you go. We have a projection according to the graphs, according to what these professional price prediction algorithms and such. Looks like we have a potential to get up to 500K. That's $500,000. Let's go ahead and cross our fingers and put our hands together here, because we got to pray that Bitcoin does reach 300,000. And hey, if it reaches 500,000, you guys come over. Lunch is on me. All right. That I can promise you. What else do we have in the latest and the greatest in the breaking news here on Conscious Crypto, giving it to you exactly how you want it. The best in DeFi news. Let's see. So we talked about Facebook changing its name to Meta. Coinbase regains its #1 position on the Apple App Store. That's really good news for Coinbase. What else do we have? We've got the protection of NFTs. Okay, let's get into this Crypto City guide. I want to see what this Crypto City Guide to New York. So apparently New York is a bustling metropolis in the American state of New York. The city is divided into 5 separate boroughs. We got the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, and Staten Island, each with its own unique geography and culture. While the state's capital is Albany, NYC, it is most widely known. Its most widely known city and is one of the most famous cities in the world. The most populous city in the United States, NYC, is home to an estimated 8.8 million people, with an additional 1 million people traveling in the city every day for work pre-pandemic. In 2019, the city also welcomed nearly 70 million tourists seeking to take in the bright lights of Times Square, see a Broadway musical, visit the Empire State Building, and enjoy New York City's dining and nightlife, among the many other sights and attractions the city has to offer. New York City has been settling for countless major films and television shows, which adds to its attraction as a tourist destination. Some of the most famous movies filmed in New York City include The Godfather, Ghostbusters, King Kong, Taxi Driver, West Side Story, Goodfellas, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Saturday Night Fever, and so many, many more. Sitcom classics like Seinfeld and Friends were set in the city, and the long-running live sketch show Saturday Night Live broadcasts every weekend from 30 Rockefeller Plaza. With Wall Street and the New York Stock Exchange located in Lower Manhattan, the city is generally recognized as the financial capital of the United States, perhaps even of the world. It's almost the nation's fashion capital and one of its major technology, music, film, and television hubs. Home to around 3 million immigrants, NYC is widely known for the cultural diversity, with the Statue of Liberty famously inscribed with the words, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free." Let's talk about the crypto culture in New York as we get closer to the end here. New York City has a long, well-established culture around cryptocurrency and blockchain. Way back on New Year's Eve of 2013-2014, Bitcoin Center NYC is a brick and mortar center dedicated to promoting and educating the public on the premier cryptocurrency. It was launched by Nick Spanos, a real estate executive turned Bitcoin evangelist. The center quickly became a hub for fans of the still fairly underground, cryptocurrency. Spanos tells magazine that, quote, Bitcoin Center NYC brought Bitcoin from the back alleys to Wall Street, from something hidden to something celebrated, from something unknown to something open and transparent. Spanos later also founded the Blockchain Center, which is dedicated to education on the power of blockchain technology. He adds that while Bitcoin Center NYC has been